Hey guys, back again. Now I want to talk about some behavioural changes that are caused by this program that I've experienced. The first would be talking to yourself. Now I certainly didn't talk to myself before I was targeted, but I found during the confusion stage, during all the shock and awe, that I was talking back to the V2K. I was almost trying to reason with them, trying to work out who they were, why they were doing what they were doing, and that later turned into me taunting them and becoming quite aggressive. As the V2K faded, I found I was still talking to myself, announcing plans, feelings, and trying to calm myself down. They would even have strategically placed what looked like homeless people on the street who would talk out loud, and when I'd walk past them, they would look at me like I belonged. They even set up a street theatre skit where a woman came in to get a tattoo that was speaking to herself, and when she left, the whole tattoo shop mocked her. So they were inadvertently having a shot at me. That sparked me into action, and it took real time and effort for me to stop talking to myself. Knowing that they're listening, I still have pot shots at them these days, and was actually caught recently by another TI talking to them, so that was a little bit embarrassing. Next would be impulsiveness, reckless spending, and charity. Now, before I was targeted, I was under financial hardship twice, 2 6-month periods, and I was struggling to stay afloat. I had a lawyer advise me to pull out my superannuation or my retirement fund. I did so, and I had a fair bit of money. Well, I blew through that incredibly quickly. Then during the confusion stage, I would start to give a lot of it away. So they had engineered a way to fleece me of assets. Even if you go further back, I never really had a strong father figure and never learnt the value of $1, but that's another story. Lastly would be losing your passion for things you once loved. Now I'm going to use music as an example here. It's always been a big part of my life and something I very much enjoy. And for the longest time I wasn't listening to music. It wasn't even a thought. This is something they would of course prefer, as only their frequencies are in your head and you're not getting the joy that music can offer. It was really bizarre. It was like I had to put in effort to enjoy music again. But to me it was well worth, and I got there. Now I often hear people make the comment, this program changes you, and it certainly does. But that's not necessarily a bad thing, as it forces you to take a good hard look at yourself so you can pick back up what you want and leave the negative behind. Alright guys, there are a few behavioural changes that I've experienced. I love yous all. Until next time. See you guys.